gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea and a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea and a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, that intro
I love
actually.
that intro.
The intro actually, the video was created by Jalen, but the song was created by Tony Coates. He created that, and one day for us for our branding for voices and views. So
That's really nice.
yeah, he did a nice one, and it goes on, and it's instrumental at the end.
Yeah,
It's
I wish
really,
we could play the whole
yeah, the
thing.
whole because the
That's
rest of it is really nice
I
and
like
stuff,
that.
and you
Yeah.
really get to singing. So welcome back in Chels, episode 20.
Episode 20.
No way, no way, no way. We are newbies, but we're on
Yes, we're
episode
doing
20
this.
already. We doing it, and we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. And you guys have probably already noticed that we got 3 today. It's not 2. All right, but as usual, we got a little housekeeping here. Chels, you want to do announcements or?
Up to
You
you.
know, like, I'm glad you
Oh,
volunteered.
God.
Never say it's up to you.
Okay.
You should have said, go ahead and do them. And I was hoping you
Okay.
said that.
Well, let's go ahead and start then.
They're not in any order, so please forgive me. I was trying to get them in order.
All right, so the FACC's got new pantry hours.
Mhm.
Starting Thursday, November 6th, FACC Pantry will only be open in the afternoons from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And that is at 890 West Galena Ave in Freeport.
Okay, I think they're doing more days or something. So they're staying hours to staying more. They're doing more
Oh, these
days.
are expanded hours?
They're doing more days, I think. I think they didn't have that many days added on. So I think they added
Okay.
more days with those hours so they can serve more times.
Okay. All right, and next up is Elevated Voices.
Yay!
We have-
Elevated voices in the
Yes,
house.
and we have Alana here from
Yes.
Elevated Voices. They're having a holiday bash on December 6th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And that is at the Boys and Girls Club of Freeport. There's going to be food, music, dance, games, and prizes. And admission is one donation item.
And I told you guys, they say one, but you don't have to stop at one. Remember what I told you? You don't have to donate one. All these things go for a good cause. So please plan to support and donate much as you can. It's a rough
Right.
holiday season. Everybody needs help.
Mm-hmm. And Elevated Voices has said, we're turning our annual holiday drive into a community celebration of love, laughter, and giving. Join us for a night filled with joy, games, music, food, and community as we collect gifts and donations for families and youth at the Voices of Stevenson County Shelter and Norman C. Sleezer Youth Home. Yep, dress code is holiday spirit, so you can dress festive, cozy, or dressy, and you just need to bring one donation item.
And remember, no grumpy people, no Scrooges. Bring in the holiday spirit,
Yes,
cheer somebody up, because a lot of you think about it during the holiday time. A lot of people are smiling on the outside, but not on the inside.
Oh yeah.
So you guys, you never know. It's hard for a lot of people during the holiday season. So don't be a grump, and you have no reason to be grumpy.
Right. And another event on December 6th. This one is from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Family YMCA of Northwest Illinois. And it's Cookies with Santa.
It'll be held at the fairgrounds.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be held, yeah.
At the fairgrounds?
Held at the
The
fairgrounds.
fairgrounds.
The YMCA will be hosting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know about that part. So they said it's the most wonderful time of year. Join us for a morning full of holiday magic, cookies, and community cheer.
A lot of festive activities and events going
Yeah.
on. So
That's
you guys,
good though.
I'm glad they're not at the same time. So a lot of
Right,
times you see
yeah.
stuff at the same
Mhm.
time, and you want to participate and
Yeah, you
support
can go
more
to
than one
both though,
event.
Yep.
if you
So
want.
you can go to both. You have plenty of time to rest up and everything, and get to the Boys and Girls Club at 5:30.
Okay. And we also have the third annual Our Angels Kids, a holiday of love and remembrance. And that's going to be Saturday, December 13th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Boys and Girls Club of Stevenson
Okay.
County.
Okay, two great events back to back at the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm. And about the event, it's a celebration for children who've lost a parent to gun violence, offering joy, remembrance, gifts, and community support.
Okay.
So yeah, you can adopt a family, you can donate. They've got gift
Yes, I think
donations
last year
and
we
financial
donated.
donations.
William Brown, High Hope Freeport, and Melanie's Ellis are the main hosts for that
Mhm.
event. So if you like to help or reach out, then High Hope Freeport from William Brown or Melanie's Ellis, definitely a really good cause to donate to.
Yes, you guys can
Yeah.
donate. You can select a family. They have the list there to tell you
Mhm.
exactly the children's sizes, what they're looking for, and everything, what they wish for, shall I say. So you guys can get support a family, or you can just make a donation and they'll make sure somebody gets taken care of. What else you have,
All
Chels?
right. And next we've got Martin Lawrence in Rockford. Oh yeah.
You
When's that gonna
surprised
be?
like I was. I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
you still doing something, huh?
That's gonna be January 23rd at
Mhm.
8 p.m. Where's it gonna be?
Where is he gonna be?
610 North Bell School Road.
Where
I
is
think
Is
that?
that the Hard Rock?
It might be.
Yeah, that's all
That's
I
at the
know
Hard
about
Rock.
that. I think it might be the
it's at
Hard Rock.
Read that.
Live in
What it
Rock.
say?
Oh, it says comedy legend Martin Lawrence returns to the stage, bringing his signature energy, sharp wit, and fearless humor to Hard Rock live in Rockford.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
After decades of making audiences laugh through film, TV, and stand-up, Lawrence proves that his charisma only grows stronger with time.
Yeah, there's really nowhere else there in the Rockford other
Yeah,
than the
where else are you gonna
Coronado.
hold
Where else
it?
can you go perform? You're very
Coronado,
limited.
is that still open?
Yes, they just had an event there.
Oh, okay. Haven't heard of anything held there in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been having events there.
Okay. All right. So then Saturday, November 22nd at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the indoor winter farmers market
Mm-hmm.
by the Stevenson County Farmers Market. And it's going to be at the Stevenson County Farm Bureau,
Yes, it's
210 West
indoors.
Spring Street.
It'll be indoors. You guys are used to those farmers markets outside. This is indoors for the winter months only.
Mhm.
So vendors will still get a chance to participate.
And it's going to be every second and fourth Saturday,
Mhm.
November through
That's
April.
correct.
What it says.
All right.
Okay. You almost done here?
Yeah, I think you
Okay,
have
we got one more to
one
go.
more.
Okay. So we got another event on December 6th, and
Mhm.
it is a Christmas cookie decoration event by All
Okay.
Our Kids, Northwest Illinois.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be at the Freeport Public Library, 100
Hmm.
East Douglas Street, if you don't know where that's at. And they say what to expect is to get in the Christmas spirit with us, join All Our Kids network of Northwest Illinois and
Mhm.
Freeport and local moms Facebook for a fun and festive holiday gathering.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. We will be getting. I've been reaching out to them, so I got to do it again to reach out to All Our Kids Network for a interview. A lot of people don't know what they do, but I would like to reach out to them and also for them to partner. Operation Love is our day coming up. I always call considered the third Saturday of every month as Operation Love Day because we have something going on during the day and in the evening. During the day, that's the senior time where we make senior deliveries. We deliver them lunch or care package, whatever we're delivering. Then I have a crew that works at FACC in the evening, and they prepare a meal and take it down there and serve it and do interact with them. You know, they don't just serve the meal; they stay down there and do some things with them. So that's going on every third Saturday. Happy to say I got a new volunteer, and then I look back on my page. Two more people volunteered to do deliveries when needed. So thank you guys. Thank you. Voice and one more announcement. Voices and Views is going to be doing a special presentation. I'm going to be very limited about that. It'll be done, presented to the fire department. We'll give more information because when we do it, we'll stream it live and it will be, videoed and, hopefully a press. Well, they did say they'll do a press release and all that so you guys can find out more about it. Just stay tuned. Hopefully, we want to get it done this month, if not early next month. So I'm ready to get going and to get into tonight. We have a special guest. Special guest. You want to introduce a guest while you over there
Girl,
smiling
I
all
just
quiet?
introduced her.
No,
What do you
that
mean?
was before. You got to do it again.
We have Alana Paige from
See, they might have
Elevated
forgot.
Voices.
They might have forgot. We have Alana in the house from Elevated Voices. And for you guys don't know, she's gonna make you know what Elevated Voices is and what
what
it's
they're all
all
about.
about. So you guys don't have to wonder. So you know how to support and know that your support is going to a very, very good cause. So
Mhm.
we're glad to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We like to reach out in the community and see, who we can get in here and let people know what they're doing because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't get that exposure like that, and a lot of people just don't. So we're streaming out everywhere, so a lot of people will know. Hello, my TikTok family. You're always there. I see you in there. I know you're gonna just stare. That's okay. That's okay.
I saw the hearts.
That somebody's doing the hearts, you guys. I like them hearts. Get them hearts going. I'm reaching my goal. I want to get at least 5,000, you guys. So all you gotta do is tap, tap, tap. Start tapping that screen. All right. So Miss Lana, you need to tell everybody about what Elevated Voices is. A lot of people don't know what is Elevated Voices.
So, Elevated Voices, I will say, is a blanket statement of we are ever changing and evolving in exactly what we want to say and what we want to do and how we are trying to help the world. How we have started has been putting ourselves within the community, advocating where it needs to be advocated, making sure that the youth and younger generations' voice and views are heard, and those people are put to the forefront when the speaker is needed or different things like that. So a lot of advocacy work. Our main bread and butter has been our Juneteenth celebration, as well as our holiday drive that has been going on since we've started, and our way of giving back to domestic violence shelters as well as a group home who have a lot of children within our school district, and some of those children end up staying here, working, having families, and different things like that. And so making sure we are trying to enrich in their lives as much as possible, partnering with the Boys and Girls Club, partnering with the school district, other people who are doing things for children, trying to donate, volunteer, or help promote as much as we can. Another thing that we had been doing for a while was our Elevated the series, our Facebook Live series. We had about almost 150 episodes, and about 30-40 guests. So we definitely had that going for a while. Like I said, we're ever changing and evolving. This last year we had our gala. That was really beautiful, really nice. The turnout was great.
Yeah, I was mad because I couldn't get nobody to replace me at work.
Oh,
Aw.
I had an attitude that whole
oh
day.
God.
I did. I said I'm keeping attitude. Don't do me like that. I ain't gonna be happy walking around here thinking everybody having fun and I'm stuck in here. Never mind, that's another story. I don't mean to. I don't want to hash that up, but I remember why I couldn't attend. I was so
It was a really good day. A really good day. It was
yes, and I
it was a
missed it, but
pivot.
that's okay. It's
So,
gonna happen again, I'm sure.
okay, all good, all good. But
Mhm.
we it was a pivot that we had to make. Like I said, we're ever changing. So as the message has to, the way we present the message has to change. We hope the message still gets to go out there that we love Freeport. We want to support Freeport and enrich and help this next generation, our generation, and be and newer,
Mhm.
really excel and find their place in the world, and get the love and support that they need. So it's not as much of a desert in Freeport as it has been.
Yes,
So.
it has been. And you said the magic thing,
Mhm,
changing.
mhm,
A lot of people get stuck in their business and they're afraid to change.
mhm.
And you can't grow unless you're constantly looking for ways to change.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it this way. Okay,
Mhm,
let's try this.
mhm,
You know, you're still under your same business
mhm,
mission,
mhm,
but you're trying to grow. And so you have to. And that was very powerful what you're saying that because a lot of people don't realize that
Yeah.
you can't get if you doing something and you just stuck and you say, okay, it's not where I want to be. I
mhm,
want to do this. I want to do that. You have to allow for change.
mhm,
You
mhm.
have to allow for change and you have to make those changes yourself.
Yeah, yeah, that's been
Yes.
a big thing that when we got when I first got into this work,
Mm-hmm.
preaching that we have had a lot of, we constantly have a lot of businesses that it worked in 19
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Yeah.
it's gonna work now, and then they
Mm-hmm.
continue to do the same
The
policies, same events,
same
no
dry
new,
thing.
decorations, even no
Nothing.
nothing new. And so, and
Mm-mm.
I, as oh sorry, with
Mm-hmm.
being in this, I have gotten how you can hold on to, well, this works, I came up with
Yeah.
it, it's my
Mm-hmm.
baby, this is part of my passion, it's supposed to go this way,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But then also, like, when you put the mission above what you really want,
Mm-hmm.
the whole goal is to make sure we help Freeport. We are helping it thrive. We are helping kids and young
Yes.
adults feel loved, feel seen, feel heard, elevating voices.
Mhm.
Long as we have that, then it's like, okay, that can look this way, and it can look like this, and it can look like this.
Mm-hmm.
It can have these as people as partners, these
Mhm.
people as partners, or it could be in
Mm-hmm.
another location
That's
or
right.
whatever. Just making sure that the mission is the main thing, and not
Mm-hmm.
my, you know my what I want to happen and
Mm-hmm.
what I want to see, because then it kind of gets morphed, and I feel like we've seen that
Mhm.
already. And it's like, whose
Yeah, you
voice
get
is being.
bored when it's stuck in that little box, and
Mhm,
and I think of that when you were talking about the changes, and just imagine, there's some people out there that never even change their hairstyle.
mhm,
Okay, for
mhm,
instance, I know somebody, and I tell you, she's worn this hairstyle for so long.
mhm.
I don't care what you do to it. You can
Mhm.
take it and comb it and brush it and dye it and flip it. It's going to pop right back into that same position because it's used to being stuck there so long. So, you can relate there to your business. You don't want your business like me. You ain't gonna never see me in the same hairstyle because I get tired of looking at me in the same hairstyle. I don't worry about anybody else. I do it for me, and I like to change, and I'm always looking for change. And with our business here, we had so many things that I want us to add on and change. So
Mhm.
that's your business, Alana, is gonna always grow when you have those thoughts like you have in your head. You're
Mhm.
gonna always grow.
Yeah, yeah. And I, as
Mm-hmm.
I'm, we already started this when we started this 5 years ago with me and Philanese. It was
Mm-hmm.
like we had an understanding of, like, we're only 23.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much to learn about ourselves. We
Mm-hmm.
don't even
Mhm.
know if we want to continue doing this, in 10,
Well, this
15
old
years.
lady is still
But,
doing stuff,
you
so keep
know,
doing it. I'm 66.
but it's just doing
Keep doing
this
it.
we don't know where our lives could take us,
Right.
and so we wanted to not be so stuck and like it has to work.
Yes.
If we don't reach $1 million, if we can't help
Mhm.
every pantry here, then we
Mhm.
failed. And so like just
Mhm.
making sure that we check ourselves on, we were just supposed to help, we're supposed to do our job with what God gave us,
Mhm.
and see that through. And not everything is, God don't have you doing the same thing all the time.
No, he don't.
Got you on different
He
missions.
wants you
Mhm.
not stuck
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
one spot.
Mhm.
Especially when he's using you for a purpose.
Yes.
Right.
He's gonna have you all over. When he
Mhm.
gave me Operation Love, I was
Mhm.
fighting against it. I was like, I ain't going out this COVID.
Mhm.
They got some stuff called COVID. People head falling off, people dying and everything. You want me to
Mhm.
go out here and move
Yeah.
around and serve
Yeah.
the public and do this?
Mhm.
But I just went out there on faith and I did it. Nobody got sick. Yeah, I was scared. Yeah, we was terrified. Nobody got sick.
Mhm.
Everything was fine. And I realized because we had those seniors that were in their home, they were terrified, they were scared. This was new. They weren't getting out. And just for us to deliver something to their door, it just did something for
Mhm.
them. So
Yeah.
it's so many organizations that need to be doing what Elevated Voices is doing right now.
Right.
Uh,
Mhm.
it needs to not be about self. How I can make $1 million and drive
Mhm.
this and do
Mhm.
that. It needs to be about supporting the community. If we all get together and learn ways and support our community that we live in, we can make this community anything we want. You don't
Mhm.
have to just be like it is now.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, how long has Elevated Voices been around? When did you guys
We
start?
officially started in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after the George Floyd incident happened.
No.
We we were going through it, me and Philonise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the march happened on Stevenson, and
Mm-hmm.
we helped and led that. And after that, we were like, okay, well, we can't just stop here. We can't just not.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we were like, well, we got to do something else. What can we
Mm-hmm.
do? Where are the gaps that we are seeing, and who are we not hearing? And it was us. We're not hearing us when we see
Right.
anybody. For when the march was
Mm-hmm.
happening, everybody was like, "Oh my God, you guys are so young to be trying to do this and all this other stuff." And it's like a part of us is like, we shouldn't be having to do this. We're 23, like
Mm-hmm.
we shouldn't be having to fight for our rights.
Right for our rights. That's right.
But we're here. And okay, now that you see us here, are you going to listen to us? And
Mm-hmm.
we were just trying to create that space that wasn't there, of having our voices be heard. And
Yeah, because people sometimes they're
mhm,
so naive. They'll look at and they think because you're young that you don't know.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm,
And you haven't lived 100 years.
mhm,
Well, they need and that's why when Chess came up with Voices and Views for podcasts,
mhm,
I thought, oh yeah, people have the right to use their voice to express their views because that's all we do.
mhm,
We use our voice to express
mhm.
our views, and everybody has the right to their
Yeah,
views.
yeah.
Mhm.
But you guys give the young people a voice.
Mhm.
They're able to speak. A lot of times they don't get that.
Right, right.
People always be quiet.
Mhm,
Even growing up, how many times have we been told, "Oh, get over there and shut up
mhm,
and be quiet"? Parents say, "What did it say? Be seen and not
mhm,
heard."
Mhm.
mhm.
And that's stuck in our heads. Kids
Yeah,
need to be
yeah.
seen and heard.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why we had our show, and we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have like our classmates, people just that are, oh, you moved
Yeah.
out, or you're just you're doing something, you're a nurse in town, or whatever you were
Mm-hmm.
doing. People who went on to do big and better things and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but like they were around our age, and we're not seeing them interviewed, we're not hearing their names brought
Mm-hmm.
up, we're not seeing them. I'm not seeing
Mm-hmm.
them in the rooms that I'm in, and it's
Mm-hmm.
only people that are 50 and
Yes.
up, or
Yes.
predominantly all white. And we
Mm-hmm.
needed a black space, and a
Mm-hmm.
part of that was, we were like, well, we need a
Mm-hmm.
celebration, a day,
Mm-hmm.
something besides just our advocacy work. And Juneteenth was the blackest day that we could pick. So
Mm-hmm.
we were like,
Yes.
that's the day. So
Yes.
we
Aw.
decided to
I
celebrate
like
that.
that.
And without Junior's Place, who was
Mm-hmm.
previously doing it, we have no celebration whatsoever
I know.
besides Wisconsin. I know that they have a nice
And
size
that's
celebration, but
something that we should all get together as business
Mhm.
owners and work on.
Mhm.
It's no reason where things should just fall by the wayside and go away. When it's positive, when we don't get a chance to use our voice enough as it is
Yeah.
and to be present in our community, we need to be able to show that power that, yeah, it doesn't matter your skin color. Yeah, you can still do it. You see, I'm doing it. We need that. So we can't let stuff just fall by the wayside.
Right. LA Ramon says, "What's the topic?" The topic is an interview with Alana Paige from Elevated Voices. And if you've been listening, she
Hmm.
has been doing a lot of work in our community, the local community of Freeport. And yeah, just stay tuned. We
Yeah,
got
stay
more.
tuned and listen. And yes,
Yeah,
Chelsea,
we
you
got
have
more to get into.
any questions?
Yeah, what does the name Elevated Voices mean to you?
So we had a long brainstorm. That was
Okay.
a brainstorm of many of us trying to figure out what embodied our mission, and it
Mm-hmm.
was to create space. And it was like, well, why? It's like, well, so we can be
Hmm.
heard. And then I came up with elevator voices, and we did a vote of like a bunch of them, and then that one got the most votes.
Hmm.
And now it like
Yeah.
really has stuck as meaning something for us, for our generation, for this small group of like demographic that we kind of harbored in.
Yes.
Okay. And my next question was, how did you and your co-founder meet each other?
We knew each other in high school.
Oh.
We were good friends, like, and it's crazy because we really just got close like that last year, and just linked up, black girl to black girl. We were like, okay, like we rock with each other, and um, just got really close. Went through some things, then stayed close even while they went off to college
Mhm.
in the city in Chicago. Um, and then, like I said, George Floyd happened. We were on one of our regular talks and decided like we should do this. All right, let's do it then. And
Hmm.
then it became something, and now we're here 5 years later.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
So, what was the first event that you guys ever put on?
It was a Juneteenth like art show.
Mm-hmm.
I curated the art part, where I got all local artists from here or living here. They were black, um, and a few outside artists to display their work inside the what is going to be the new Freeport Art Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Art Plaza, it was like a outdoor celebration with vendors, food, and games and stuff like that for kids to play. But yeah, from there, then that's when we were like definitely Juneteenth as a celebration.
I like that.
Are they going to be
Yeah.
doing that again, you
Yeah, that
think?
sounds cool.
As we are pivoting, we are not sure.
Hmm.
Well, our main thing this year was not having the support either
Yeah,
financially or
yeah.
physically, and so that's why we
I
did have
know
to
about that.
pivot for
Hmm.
to do the gala, and
Hmm.
we decided to do that to try and let everybody know and be transparent of
Yeah.
what our mission is.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We essentially, I have a hope and dream of creating a creative recreational center.
Hmm.
Is for the youth, from 12 to 26,
Hmm.
youth and young adult, but it
Hmm.
would be a safe haven that is not centered around sports, but
Hmm.
everything creative, media, art, graphic, things like that, production,
Hmm.
Oh.
entertainment, and different things like that. Because we have so many people. Even you
Hmm.
guys could teach someone how to do this, to
Hmm.
Yeah.
set it up, and
That was a
that
vision I had once
that's
too. I was thinking about that. That would be
hmm
great if we got
yeah.
everybody come together
hmm
and whatever they were doing, they could teach that
Yeah,
to the kids. Let them
Mike, all the
experience
people
that.
who know how to do sound engineer, all the
Hmm.
people we know that are musicians that play multiple
And the kids are interested in that.
And they are, and also teaching them that, oh, you can survive and make a living doing these things or helping someone else do
That's
these
right.
things. The jingle that was made, like that, people pay big money for a little jingle, even if
Right.
it's that 15 seconds.
Mhm.
That is something that these kids could potentially learn how to make in their bedroom and feed themselves. And it's not going out and doing whatever to try and get the money so they can feed themselves or help support their
Right.
family. We
Mhm.
already know that that's the reality for a lot of kids. Even if they don't have to
Yes.
feed the household, they still looking at like, well, I want these things.
Mhm.
How do I get it? And I can't necessarily go get a job. But there are creative and safer ways that have trusted adults linked attached to it,
Mhm.
you know, for them to come. And I want it to be 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. In the summertime, and then definitely like an after school type of program. But I want it to be open late, so then we don't have any kids walking around here saying that they don't have no place to
You
go,
don't have
or
anything to
you
do.
know, or it's
Mhm.
okay, they just got kicked out at 10 p.m. or you know, or whatever. They know they can come over here and it's an adult there. They can help them find a bed, find someplace, a shelter or whatever, a resource. But that isn't necessarily through the school, because a lot of kids have, you know, their own thing with the school, but it still has people that are just as trustworthy, just as vetted, just as in the community. And so that's our ultimate goal, to have. And so we wanted to let everyone know what that was with the gala, to see if that can garner more support. And in a way it definitely did. But also it's like, well, Juneteenth and these other events help us not only make money to provide for those things, but to save up and provide
Do
for a
something.
building, for
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
other people that can help us on the back end, so then we can, you know, get the money so we can have employees, so we
That's it.
doesn't have to.
Yeah, it looks like it's skipping around a
Jumping
little
or
or something.
something.
Maybe I can pull
Yeah,
some of
but
these.
all of those things are something positive, and
Mhm.
people always think, "Oh, it's this organization already here doing this." You
Doesn't
can't have
matter.
too many.
Too many
You
people helping
cannot
is not a
have too
thing.
many
Yeah.
helping. What kind of sense that make?
Mhm.
The more help, the better. You
Mhm.
know what I think we need to stop doing though is scheduling stuff on the same day. Uh, make people need
Yeah.
to learn how to support more.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if they not don't have to choose between three or four things on the same day, they can spend that time going to support one thing, and then the next week maybe the other event is taking place.
Yeah.
I think we hurt each other that way,
Yeah.
that everybody's trying to, and the same thing with some of these churches. We get too many churches here with
Mhm.
5 people in them. Five people here, 5 people. Shut that building down. You're paying too much money for it. Go join over there and say, look, we coming over here. We gonna bring the church. We fellowshipping with y'all. It's gonna build up your congregation, and it's gonna make us all work together, and we're gonna build something together. But no, you gotta have 10 people over here and 5 over there, and the same with business.
Mhm.
You got to come together at some point.
Yeah.
Some
Absolutely.
point. You can't do it all alone. I know I couldn't. And for sometimes though, for the first, do you find like when you first started off, you have to do so much yourself. People don't support. You think this person's gonna support, but they don't. Did you experience that starting off? Because I could have killed some folks when I first started
Yeah.
off. I'm just keeping it real. I could have just choked the living daylights out of some people I knew, and I'm keeping it real. And it might be you that's listening, but I thought about it. I said, "Oh my God!" But I had to catch myself. I
Mhm.
didn't start this for people.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
didn't give me this
Mhm.
to worry about people.
Yep.
He gave me this and told me go do.
Mhm.
So whether they come or whether they not, I know I got somebody there that's already supporting me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure I'm covered. Because
Mhm.
people, if you depend on people when you're trying to do something, trying to succeed, trying to branch out,
Mhm.
whatever you're doing, you're not all the time. You'll find a few that will, but you're not all the time gonna find that support that you really should be getting
Right. Right.
for
Mhm.
whatever reasons. You can
Mhm.
say jealousy or
Mhm.
thinking you're gonna make $5 more than them and be able to buy you a sandwich or something. I don't know what
Mhm.
they be thinking,
No, definitely.
but it's enough money I know circulating
Yeah.
around
No.
for everybody to make some money and be comfortable and help take care of the community.
When I got into, as I really started to get into it, not even like
Mm-hmm.
really even started, but like in the even in just in the beginning of asking people for help, asking the same trusted adults who I thought, support me all the
Mm-hmm.
time and stuff like that. It was, they don't have any. I was like, you don't got no
Nothing.
help for me.
No.
It was very like, oh, I hate all y'all. Forget Freeport.
Mm-hmm.
Forget this. Like, oh no, this is the people. But then
Yeah.
that's not my target audience.
Yeah,
Those
that's
aren't even the
not
people in mind that I need to be helping or
right.
need the help.
Mhm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
these other people, they're grateful for that help. They just
Mm-hmm.
don't have it to give back,
They
and
just don't
rightfully so.
have it.
They don't have a full cup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fill their cup. The people who have
Mm-hmm.
full of cups, I'm not getting the collaborations I'm asking
No.
for, the partnerships, the anything.
Mm-mm.
We
I feel
even
that.
ask for like the back end help. Okay, you don't have
Mm-hmm.
that much time, but like once every 2-3 months, could you
Mm-hmm.
have like an hour 2 hour conversation about our finances and how we're supposed to do
Mm-hmm.
that? Could you talk to us on like
Yeah. Could you
marketing, on
help on this?
yes,
And
on
people will
grants
offer their
and
help, but don't come forward when it come
exactly,
down to do
exactly.
something.
Mhm.
They so involved in their other self, and they don't care that they made a commitment to you to do this and to do that. It's just like,
And our biggest thing that we've run into is we want the help, we understand the guidance, I understand that there are years that you have
mm-hmm.
of wisdom that can give me, but also it's like the vice versa. They're not
Mm-hmm.
understanding that with this knowledge, I
Yes.
am taking it and I'm changing it. I'm not going to do
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you just said
Right.
because that's what you've done
Mm-hmm.
and it works for you. That's
Mm-hmm.
cool, but I needed that to build
Mm-hmm.
off of it, and I think that that's what
Right.
it's supposed to be.
Right.
But
Right.
we get a lot of people that are like, no, you do it this way,
Do
you
it
do it
this
like
way, and you
that,
got
you
to do
talk
it
to these
exactly
Mhm.
the
people,
way I
you know.
tell you.
And when it's no, we're not doing it like that. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
take all these pieces like we're supposed to and create something
That you're
different,
gonna be
better,
comfortable
whatever,
doing.
exactly, that is
Yes.
more us, and that becomes a point of contingency.
Yeah, it
And
does. And then
we
people
don't
don't
mess
want
with
to
them,
help.
they're difficult, they don't listen. I've
Mm-hmm.
definitely been called difficult a lot, but it's also
Mm-hmm.
because I will hold a
Oh,
mirror
I've
up to
been called
you.
difficult, stubborn, and stuff because I didn't
I'm
kick
gonna hold a
people.
mirror up to
I
you.
didn't kick people away from me.
Yeah.
Just get beat it. You don't have the right mind. You don't have the
Mhm,
heart in it.
mhm,
I
mhm.
know you a snake.
And what you're
I
doing is just
know
not
you're
what I'm
showing me
doing.
you,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna let anybody stop me from what I'm doing. Then you either there or you're not.
Mhm.
I can't base my success off of if somebody's gonna. I'm not looking for nobody to make me successful, but myself.
Mhm.
Basically, if I relied on man,
Mhm.
I be broke all the time because people are just not willing to support anymore.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Or they'll promise support, but it never show. They
Mhm.
never come through. Oh yeah, I'm gonna help you. Oh yeah, and then when the time comes, no call,
Mhm.
no nothing. They don't even give you the respect of
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
So that just kind of let about their character,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
move on, and you find the next person that will.
Mhm. Another thing, since we're on like the topic of charities,
Mm-hmm.
we I went to a symposium and they showed this documentary called Uncharitable, and it was really really beautiful. Anybody who has access to watch the documentary Uncharitable,
It's called
um,
uncharitable.
Uncharitable,
Where can you
yes.
find it?
Uh,
You probably can Google it, and
no,
it'll.
it's something that you do have to go to a particular where I think it's like uncharitable.com or .org,
Okay.
and you'll have to go through them in order to
Mm-hmm.
watch it. But it is very great, and I do think like that should be something that all communities, especially if
Mhm.
you're trying to be in this, that you should watch, so then it can get spread to the masses. But
Mhm.
it basically just really talked about the the idea of what people think that a charity is supposed to be and what it actually takes to
Mhm.
have a successful charity, and also the misconceptions of charities. So it started off, which needed
Mhm.
to be, of how we got into charities. And basically, it was people came over to America. Their whole thing was, yes, uncharitablemovie.com. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Glad that that's on the screen. But they basically, um, what was I saying? Oh, were the how it was made. They came over. It was supposed to be how they got money, but these particular people were no vanity, no vain, and that became what they were known as. That they had no vanity, no vain. They didn't look in mirrors. They only wore certain great colors. They only had a certain, no, I don't need anything, let me give everything to you demeanor, that became so precedent that that is how people think in their mind that any person running a charity is supposed to be. I don't need any money for what I do.
Mhm.
I'm just doing it out the kindness of my heart. And while that is somewhat true, I do need money to live.
That's
We
right.
all
Right.
need money
Yeah.
to survive.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
if I am putting in 40 to 80 hours a week on
Mhm.
this, I should be getting paid. And I
Yes.
should be getting compensated a livable wage, not
Mhm.
just the pennies and crumbs that I
Right.
can scrape.
Right.
Especially, I'm running the programs,
Mhm.
I'm making the phone calls, I'm setting this up, I'm doing the back end. For
Mhm.
me and Philanese, it's a two woman
Mhm.
show, sometimes
Mhm.
a one woman show. And
Mhm.
that's how it had to be. But it was,
Mhm.
I'm doing 18 jobs as
Mhm.
one person in order to make this go
Yep,
afloat.
I know.
And if I ask for more money, it seemed
Mhm.
weird. And so then it talked
Mhm.
about other other organization owners, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club at one point, the CEO of the Wounded Warrior Project, and their downfall. And what it was they will report, the news will report their numbers. So it's 60% is going to salaries and different things like
Mhm.
that. 40% is going to the Wounded Warriors.
Mhm.
Mhm.
When you look at the numbers of that, that was over $500,000 that went to the Wounded
Mhm.
Warriors, and $1 million was, say for instance, went to, salaries and stuff like that.
Salaries.
But they
Mhm.
got 23 employees on just the executive staff. They
Mhm.
got 10 people doing programs. They got
Mhm.
janitors. They got security. All those people, and if you want to pay them more than $10 an hour, then
Mhm.
that racks up.
Right.
And it's like people don't think about that,
Nope.
that if I'm trying to get an assistant, they need to, this is their job. If I'm trying to employ the community,
Mhm.
then that's what the numbers are going to have to look like. So you're not working for $5 an hour. It's going to need to look like that. And so when charities, a lot of times when they ask for money, people are like, what do they need money for? Didn't I just see her in a
Yeah.
Benz? Didn't I just see her in a nice car or whatever? And it's like, why can't I have a good car by, you know, but through my charitable work? I just gave the Boys and Girls Club $2 million this year. I can't have $100,000 as
Mhm.
a salary to
Mhm.
make sure that I'm straight and my family's
And a
straight. And
lot of people just got that all twisted. They got that
mm-hmm,
all twisted.
mm-hmm,
They figure that, you start something, you working, say for instance, my nonprofit, they think you working, they don't understand everything that you doing.
mm-hmm.
It's not just staying afloat on its own.
Right,
If
right,
Right.
right.
if if somebody wasn't working behind the scenes and doing
Exactly.
Operation Love, there would be no Operation Love. Freeport wouldn't have been around no 5 years. They don't
Exactly.
see what you do
Mm-hmm.
when you don't have the off time. Every moment you're thinking of something you got to do.
Exactly.
You're
Exactly.
planning something you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
You constantly thinking what's your next move or what's coming up, what you got to do. And all those jobs, I was listening to somebody before. I feel every CEO, every founder, and everything needs to be getting paid a decent salary
Yes.
because you are working. You are putting most of all of your hours that you're
Mm-hmm.
awake into doing this business. That if there were other individuals doing these
Mm-hmm.
positions, they will be getting paid for it. But they look at, okay, for instance, in a nonprofit, if I get somebody, ask somebody to volunteer, first thing they want to know about is money. Hold on, hold up. First of all, if anybody needs to be getting paid, is me. I'm just gonna be straight
Mm-hmm.
out. You think you gonna walk right in and you finna start making money? You finna start getting paid, and I'm not getting paid. Where you what sense of thinking is that? The first numero uno is gonna get paid is me because I'm gonna make sure the business gonna stay afloat just like you do. You're gonna do all this work that people don't see you do
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes. Sometimes I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I can go back to sleep. I got
Mm-hmm.
paperwork. My bed
Mm-hmm.
is set up like a desk. I'm doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning stuff. I'm planning for here. I'm planning for Operation Love. If I had depended on people after I started, I wouldn't have went. I would have gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nobody's gonna help me. So
Yep.
what I supposed to
Yep.
do? Just say, okay, I'm done. It's a wrap. My life is over. I shouldn't have no goals and dreams because
Mm-hmm.
you can't base it on people. No matter what
No.
you do, God will send the right person and the
Mm-hmm.
right people to you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He would. It ain't got to be, you don't need no whole crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing but more headaches.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need, you just got to know that you making an impact
Mm-hmm.
because I know elevated voices making an impact.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to know that you making an impact. And I know when people want to really try for their business, they thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do better. Those things are gonna come. You'll stress yourself out, but no, I'm thinking of what you've done so far. That's accomplishment. You ain't been just sitting around twiddling your thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing your
Mm-hmm.
posts and everything going
Mm-hmm.
on. You've been working, girl. And I can relate to that because I know what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for everybody out there working and doing small business, let's support each other. I made up my mind and I made this promise to myself. I said, I need to support the other business owners here more in town that look like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not being funny with nobody else, but I'm just saying I need to support me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about me. What I'm gonna do. I made it my mission to look at when you guys are having things come up to say, oh, I'm gonna be there. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care if I take a day off from work and I miss money, fine. But I'm going to support here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And people need to do that. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way you're going to make it. When you support people, you're going to get
Yep.
blessed automatically. Trust me, it works. So it's nothing wrong with helping somebody when they say, oh, I need support for this and that. I got this coming up. Do what you can do. Like I said, with the one item, you only ask people to donate one item. Me, I've been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't come in here with no one little can
Mm-hmm.
and thinking you finna rip the carpet up. You finna do this. You finna eat like it. That was just me. But I'm saying people will bring more than
Mm-hmm.
one. And when I read that on there, when we do the announcements, I
Mm-hmm.
just each time tell people, don't come through there with
No,
one item.
no,
You don't mind, dude, because I said,
no,
don't you come through
nope,
there with
nope,
one
nope,
thing.
nope. I put that to be nice.
I know, because
Come in
stop
there with
being
just
so
one,
nice.
but
But I told them, don't come in there with just one.
because we all
Because
know
I
y'all
look
got
at you
some
like, where
cans
you
in this
going
y'all
with
don't
that?
use up in the bag.
How
You know
much
you're not
stuff?
finna
How much
use that.
stuff you
You
do?
finna
You can go in people's house right now with a
yes,
bag. Go in their
yes,
pantry. You're gonna get a bag of stuff that they ain't gonna never
never
open
use,
that can. They
never
ain't gonna
use,
use that stuff. They were like,
never
I
gonna
get stuff
use.
in my pantry like that. I tell my brother, you gonna eat that? And he was like, I don't know why you put that on my table. I'm not eating that. And we've been pushing stuff back and forth for a while. Donate it somewhere. Somebody can use it.
Yep, yep, yep. We take anything. Clothes all have to be new.
Okay.
Um, and like shoes and different things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
besides that, definitely any food, um, jewelry, a lot of winter items. A lot of kids are in
Okay.
need of a lot of like coats, hats, gloves, scarves, different things like that. If you got the hot hands or
Yeah, we need to get together and do a
definitely need
winter
blankets.
giveaway.
Yes, yes.
Because
Mhm.
when we did our winter giveaway last year, we gave away over 200 coats. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, and that's just the coats. That's not to
Mm-hmm.
mention all the shoes and boots I
Mm-hmm.
still got in there, and I
Mm-hmm.
will be donating. We had so much stuff in the garage that people
Mm-hmm.
drop off.
Mm-hmm.
I set that porch up with every type of winter wear you can think of. Just
Mm-hmm.
let people shop. I had kids. I would give them out big shopping
Mm-hmm.
bags. Get what you want. They trying on the stuff, all this stuff. Now the coats weren't brand new, but
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't tell
Yeah, yeah.
that they weren't
Mm-hmm.
brand
Mm-hmm.
new. They were in
Brand new, like new for
excellent.
certain things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wore. The kids wore 'em once, can't wear
Mm-hmm.
them anymore. The adults
Mm-hmm.
wore 'em once, couldn't wear them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But stuff like that, everybody needs warm
Yep, yep,
clothing.
yep. Any overflow, we definitely will just we
You
always give
guys,
to the
you hear that?
FACC. Any overflow of food or anything, then we just give it
Okay.
to the FACC, or any other type of shelter, the
Yeah.
food drive or
Operation
anything
Love.
like that. Yes, Operation Love. Our Angels kids will
Yes.
get stuff if we have
Yes.
an overflow. And they've been helping kids, especially in like mothers who
Yeah.
have lost a child to gun violence.
Yes.
They've been helping them out for the last 3 years, and we'll
Yes,
definitely
I'll be. It
continue.
will be at their event. I'll
Mm-hmm.
be there for their event
Mm-hmm.
too. The following that
Yep.
second week.
Yep. Yep.
Because Operation Love, I had put a post out there asking for donations for non-perishables because
Mm-hmm.
we store stuff in the garage and people ask for stuff and we never know when somebody's gonna ask for something
Mm-hmm.
or call, and I don't want to ever say
We don't
no
ever know.
because I threw something away
Mm-hmm.
thinking nobody would want it. I always want to have something in there to give away. So there are things in there that
Mm-hmm.
I know I can donate for your organization and also the Angel Kids
Mm-hmm.
organization. We did support them last year. We'd like to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my goal for this year. I can't make people get out there and support, but I can keep drilling it and drilling
Mm-hmm.
it and drilling it and drilling it. How you will be blessed. We got
Mm-hmm.
blessed, like I say, when I made the post,
Mm-hmm.
asked for the canned goods and everything, and then we get the call. 2 days later, you guys are gonna get $1,000 worth of food.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get blessed
Mm-hmm.
from the food bank. I
Mm-hmm.
said, we are. You're gonna get this, yes, so you can continue to help feed.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do feed, but for 5 years, it's
Mm-hmm.
been out of our pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know, if the public don't come and
Mm-hmm.
donate nothing, we can't say, well, we sorry y'all ain't eating this time
Mm-hmm.
because nobody donate nothing. It's coming out of our pockets, and people don't realize that.
When we don't
If
make
I
enough money
add
for the
up,
drive, it's
yeah,
me
if
and
I
Philanese
add up
putting
all of
in two hundred
yes,
dollars each at the least to try
see,
and get the
and you
kids something. Yeah.
and you find yourself coming out of your
Yep.
pocket
Yep.
all the time because you want the kids to have
Yeah.
something. You okay, the public didn't come forward, but you want them to have something. And I think that a good thing too, have you ever spoke to the Kiwanis Club, if they ever had you there as a
Mm-mm,
speaker?
mm-mm.
Okay, I need to get you there
Mhm.
to come in as a speaker, because what the Kiwanis Club is about, they support kids around the world.
Mhm.
That's their motto.
Mhm.
Whenever things going on, you have fundraisers like right now. We just got through collecting food, non-perishable food, and we had so much food that was donated to FACC. The lady came in, she was speaker, she picked up everything. Now they're collecting personal care items for, I think, the Salvation Army or something. They got all that stuff. Then they collecting toys. I don't know where the toys are going, but they collecting for a toys drive,
Mhm.
and they collecting all this. But they do this on a regular basis, and I can always say, hey, this organization is looking for this. Can we start collecting? And they'll put a big box out or whatever up front. And every time we have a meeting, we meet every week, and they'll add to that box. These people have been very, very supportive of Operation Love. When we
Mhm.
had our children expo, I told them I wanted to raise $500 just so the kids don't have to pay nothing. Most of that money came out their pockets individually donated. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they constantly do stuff like that. They like speakers to come in, and we get to suggest speakers. We get to look on the schedule and suggest speakers to come in and let you come in. And usually they give a donation or something, or they put it out there so we can start doing something for the organization. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be reaching out to you on that
Okay.
so we can get you in there on one of those days as a speaker. I'll talk to them on Wednesday, and so we can see um, what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something in particular you thinking, oh, we would like you guys to collect this for us, I can tell them that, and
Mm-hmm.
they will collect it. I was gonna have them before I found out we was getting this from the food bank. I was gonna have them collect non-perishables for us,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and they would have loaded you down. They'll load you down. So
Okay. Absolutely.
every resource help, you
Mm-hmm.
guys. You guys listening out there, every resource help. Don't never say what you can do. Only people that keep everything to themselves and never give are the ones who really gonna struggle and are struggling in life real bad. Real bad. Because you could have had a jar of peanut butter and that could have just made somebody weak, for
Mm-hmm.
that jar of peanut butter. And here you got 12 of them, and they're getting old,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to throw them in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to see people throwing food away when I feed people. So let's waste a lot less, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we think about what we waste, and people out there don't even have a meal. Let's stop wasting food. And then let's start feeding people more. Start donating food like that. Like Lana says, look at your pantry.
Mm-hmm.
You know you ain't eating all that stuff. Go in there when you get off the night from this
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Right.
and get you a box and go in your pantry and just look at stuff you know you ain't. I know I ain't gonna eat this ever.
Mm-hmm.
Why is you taking up space? Put that in there and get that donated. If you need to donate it, there is so many organizations you can reach out here. Reach out here to Voices and Views. We'll give you the organizations like right here, and ones that we know that need the help.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these big organizations are getting big grants.
Mm-hmm.
The smaller businesses are not getting these big grants.
You're right.
So help.
Mm-hmm.
Tells anything else in closing, wrapping up.
Well, I don't want to just end on like a bad
Yeah.
note. So
Don't end on
Out
a
of-
bad one, then. Get a
yeah,
good one
so
in, girl.
speaking of all the support, like who has actually supported and been there?
Um, we've had a lot of people. We've definitely had a lot of support.
You're gonna get more.
Yeah, I pray.
Yeah.
I pray. But
You
you
are.
guys have definitely helped and
You're gonna get
supported. You have
more.
definitely came to our events and
Mhm.
have offered your services and different things like
Mhm.
that. I say my number one is my mama.
Yeah.
My best
Yeah.
friends. Um,
Mhm.
organizations like High
Yeah.
Hope Freeport, I mentioned them before.
Mhm.
United Way has definitely helped us secure a lot of funds and
Mhm.
helped us in a lot of way. Sarah Clow with
Mhm.
the foundation
Mhm.
of Northwest Illinois, they have definitely helped us a lot,
Mhm.
especially on the back end with a lot of things. So I definitely am very grateful to them. And
Mhm.
a few other like individuals
They're part
and
of our
people.
Kiwanis Club too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
Bill was our
Mhm.
president
Yeah,
for a
Mr. Bill,
while.
he's helped out
Yeah.
a lot. The Greater Freeport Partnership has definitely been a help.
Mhm.
So yeah, we've definitely received a great amount of help and still continue to this day support, especially
Mhm.
with mentally, emotionally, and the roller coaster that this work puts you on.
Yes.
Definitely have been grateful for the people who have, given me a shoulder or a hug when I needed it,
Yeah.
because it's definitely been needed. So
Yeah.
definitely,
It's
definitely.
frustrating sometimes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I pray and I hope to
Mhm.
continue to see more and more collaboration, more and more of us getting out of our own way, and
Yes.
just being mission focused, mission
Mhm.
oriented, and not necessarily worried about who's running it, the ego, and different things like that. There are
Mhm.
definitely good, better ways and more smoother ways to run things,
Mhm.
Right.
but still lending support in any way you can has always been something that I could do. And whether it's just a little one, two, I can help a little bit here and there, but it's help and it is support and it is
Yeah.
still encouragement that is needed in order to do this work because it's I've been a CNA for the last 10 years and that is something
Mhm.
that you don't get instant gratification for at all. You probably get smacked upside the
Mhm.
head before you get a thank
Man,
you.
tell me.
Probably get a
Yeah.
handful of something that you don't want to be
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
seeing before
Mhm.
you get a hug, but
Mhm.
it's something that you do know is rewarding, and that's what has to
Yes.
carry you throughout this whole thing of
That's
I'm
right.
helping a life, I'm helping them live longer, helping them see their grandkids again. You're helping them in that way, and that helps you. And then you do get some of the hugs, and you get some of the
Mhm.
people who are like, "I love you so much," and now they want to give you a
Mhm.
a hug and a kiss,
Yes.
Mhm.
and be so sweet.
Mhm.
And so then those moments you got to hold on to. And it's kind of the same thing with this. You just got to hold on to
Mhm.
the moments and
That's
know that
right.
this is mission led, mission oriented. God gave you this. God put this in
Mhm.
your heart. And so that's why I've been trying to keep in with myself. I will
Mhm.
say Elevated Voices will definitely be going through some changes.
Mhm.
You might not see too much of us, but
Mhm.
the mission is still there. The
Yeah.
mission is just trying to figure
Mhm.
out how do we accomplish it. Um,
Right.
and that might look a lot different than what we have looked like
Mhm.
before.
Mhm.
But the love is still there for Freeport. The love is still there for the people within
Mhm.
Freeport and the lives that do need to be helped and who want the help. Even if you don't know that you need the help, you need the help. And we're going to
Mhm.
try to help you still.
Mhm.
And just show you that there is hope within you and within this community. And it is not just going to be some doom that people that
Right.
are not from Freeport or guy like this, even
Mhm.
some people from
Yeah.
Freeport are just like, oh, it's horrible. It's just this, it's just that. And it's just like, well, what the
Mhm.
hell are you doing to
Right.
Mhm.
try and help that out? You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
we could be
Right.
We do
doing some
that a
shit.
lot too. We do. People do
Mhm.
that a lot when they
Yes.
start complaining about.
Be
I
the
sit
good.
there and let them get
Be the
it
good.
out,
Yes, be the
and
good.
then just ask,
We
"What are
cannot
you
keep
doing?"
we cannot
Right.
keep complaining and not having
No,
any
we cannot.
solutions.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have to be the big overall solution. Elevated
Mhm.
Voices was not gonna hit every single. We weren't gonna
Mhm.
end gun violence and poverty and the
Mhm.
hunger, and
Right.
we weren't gonna hit all those things. But we
Mhm.
literally had a small piece. And I think if we focus on just trying to be a puzzle piece versus
Mhm.
trying to solve the whole puzzle, then we
Mhm.
can actually come together because your puzzle
Right.
Right.
piece actually fits with mine. So now we got
Mhm.
a little bit bigger picture
Mhm.
and we can all actually come together. And
Mhm.
then it just makes more room for a lot of things. So
Right.
the positive
Right.
note is like let's just come
Mhm.
together, let's move more in love and more in
Yes.
understanding. And we don't
Mhm.
have to be best friends in
Mhm.
order
Mhm.
to
To work
still know we
together.
working together. We probably ain't
Mhm.
Right.
gonna hang out every
And
night, but we
share
definitely gonna
stuff.
help each
That's
other.
right.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
Right.
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that is enough because that's
Mhm.
all. Jesus was friends with everybody, but he loved
Mhm.
everybody.
Right.
Mhm.
That's the main thing. So let's just work on more positivity, everybody.
No, that sounds
Yeah, I
good.
like
That's a
that.
good positive word to
Mhm.
end on.
Mhm.
And like you say, the word is work together.
Mhm, mhm,
Work
Mhm.
together.
mhm,
It's been an idea in my head of something I've been working on. Actually, I have another business that many people don't know about because I never decided what I wanted to do with it.
mhm,
Once I got it registered, I thought, what am I going to do with it?
mhm,
Because the original idea, and I might stick with that,
mhm,
is it was going to be made up of business leaders and owners.
mhm,
The name is already out there, Black is the Foundation.
mhm,
I already have it registered to myself, and the business owners and leaders basically we was going to come together and learn how to support each other.
mhm,
It was going to be mandatory that we support each other functions, mandatory that we financially collect dues to support, pick one of the organizations at a time that's involved. So those things are still going through my head, and because I let the devil get in, and the first thing I said is, niggas ain't gonna get together. Nothing. That's what I said. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna get together. They ain't gonna want to get together. They just gonna want to do what they doing. But I realized I can't let that take over my thinking because everybody don't fit in that box. There's some people out there willing to work with you. There's some people out there that will support you, and you just have to be available to them. You don't have to beg them, drag them, put it out there. If they have it in their heart, they'll show you and they'll come. But if they don't have it in their heart, you don't want them to come anyway, because they're just gonna bring negativity and stuff you don't need. But you guys, so think about that tonight. After you get through with your pantry duty, they gave you something to do. Take that bag in your pantry, find some stuff in there you know you ain't gonna eat. Get it together and get ready to donate it somewhere.
The stuff you still got tags on.
Yes,
And bought that
clothes,
5 years ago.
and you know you're not
Go
wearing
ahead,
it
get it
now.
to somebody.
You're not
Make some
wearing it.
room. You can buy something new now.
That's right. Give it to somebody, and it's somebody out there that can fit it, will appreciate it. To have some clothing, some nice clothing on their back. A lot of times we give away stuff, and we give away stuff that we wouldn't be called dead in. And don't do that. Don't do that. You give away something that you don't mind having. When we prepare a meal for FACC, they prepare great meals. We don't prepare any meals down there that we wouldn't eat ourselves and look at it and say, So, people are human. So think about those that's struggling. We're in this crazy world. Everybody's got some kind of struggle going on. But we can overcome whatever's going on because God's still in charge. Okay? Just want to let you know, not you know who. Just going to lay that out there. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in for episode 20 already. And I keep saying next week. I forget we on here twice. Friday, we got Davida coming on.
Oh, nice.
The beloved, the artist. She's going to be with us on Friday. I'll be reaching out to you, girl. If you're not tuned in, I'll be reaching out to you with a reminder. And we're packed up for the month of November. We got interview. We got a lot of great interviews coming. I'm already working into December. So you guys, thank you for all your support. Thank you for everything. You allow our page to be able to go live instantly. That didn't take no time to get those viewers for that one page to go live.
Yeah, the 100 followers. I gotta
they say give us 100 followers. We over 200 followers, so we been went live. We didn't even know it that we was capable. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you again on Friday. Tune in the same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, to Voices and Views with Zan and Chaz. Bye.
Bye.
We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea and a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. We gon' talk about some things tonight. Got a tea and a glass with ice. We got voices, we got views tonight. We got voices, we got views tonight. Come to the light.